So the idea of the advantage or disadvantage SCC has as a company is that we are a family-run business, and we are not ever going to, I don't have these big aspirations of being this global brand or anything that way. I'm very good with controlling the quality. Superior Crane sells on quality. We're not going to be the cheapest. We don't want to be the cheapest, but we do want to give you a damn good crane that you're proud to have. But we also need to be realistic about what that is. So we are, as it sits right now, we're at 94 people. And there's big companies in the area that are, everybody's hurting for people. So our goal is, there is a reckoning coming for manufacturing if we don't change our philosophy as a country. Again, when I graduated from high school, which is going back a few years now, but if you weren't going to a four-year school, you did something wrong. Even as somebody that was going into the military, you were looked at less than somebody that was going to a four-year school. And the same thing happened as it relates to the trades. If you're going into the trades and not getting a degree, that somehow you're wrong or that you didn't do the right thing. And we push so many people away from manufacturing. We realized that we needed to do something to position ourselves better to get to people before the bigger companies snatch them up. But B, it's the idea of how do we actually push getting the trades back into things like high school and things like that. Because again, when I went through high school, I took graphics design classes, I took architecture, I took those things that in talking with my daughters aren't available anymore in a lot of cases. So how do we turn around and do that? So it's a community outreach program where we go and we look to find juniors and seniors in high school, bring them into Superior Crane, and they're paid to be here. Part of their day is done talking on life skills that aren't necessarily being presented at schools anymore. And this is not to bash schools and things like that, but again, it's about putting good into the world, and it should work out. Ideally, we look to take on 4 to 8 people a year. Take on is probably not the right word, but we look to add 4 to 8 people to our program each year. The idea is that it is a 2-year program. They're going to be able to come in, they're going to learn about pride in American flag and American history, and not that those things aren't talked about, but again, understanding about manufacturing and why manufacturing is so important to what America is and how it helped us build to where we're at. Talking about things like budgeting and things like that. So people are controlling their money. They're not onto the latest and greatest get-rich scheme and things that way. And then they're going to spend part of their day, they're going to shadow within the company, and they're going to get exposed to all the different things that Superior Crane has to offer. The nice part that we have is I've got a full service machine shop within our company. I've got obviously welding and fabricating with making cranes. I've got service, so going out and talking with customers and things like that. I've got engineering, I've got sales, I've got all these different things that we can expose people to on the manufacturing side of things to help them get exposed to things that they may not necessarily gotten exposed to previously, and help to put them in a position to, maybe it's not for Superior Crane, but put them on a path, because again, you can make very good money getting a technical degree from WCTC or MATC or Gateway in those places, not spend the money that people are spending to get a degree from a 4-year school, or especially a private school where that tuition cost is extremely high, and put themselves in better positions to be successful. Because again, if people are in better positions to be successful, that makes for a better community. It makes for all of those things to go on it. And at the end of the day, if SCC gets a couple good employees out of the deal, it's good for everybody that way too. So it's about trying to do the right thing, expose things to people that we see as being shortcomings in some cases that people aren't talking about, and exposing them to opportunities that can make them successful later on in life.
We hope you enjoyed this short clip. For another short clip, check out this one here, or check out this one here. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next video.